It has been a busy week full of news and updates on English to Africa TV. World leaders gathered this week in New York to address the 77th session of the United Nations General Assembly, also known as UNGA. President Biden widely condemned Russia's war in Ukraine. And one of the biggest news was Putin ordering a Russian mobilization to fight in Ukraine, threatening to use nuclear weapons to protect Russia. For this and more, here is a highlight from each of our programs. On Africa 54,
Africa and the global, countries in terms of shipments for grain, fuel, and others. What happens next? What are analysts telling you might happen if Putin makes good this threat?
This is the situation as it stands now. The Ukrainian forces under President Volodymyr Zelensky have made significant military advances. They have gone into territory that has been held since 2014 and more recently since February, held by the Russians or by Russian separatists. As a result, Russia is now trying to threaten the West not only with a massive ramping up of its military activities, possibly a full declaration of war against Ukraine.
On Straight Talk Africa,
global agencies like the UN, it's also been extremely important, not only in terms of getting an international voice together, but a lot of its agencies, whether it's on climate change, whether it's specialized agencies on gender parity, whether it's specialized agencies on climate change, whether it's specialized agencies on international development. These are really important frameworks, and it's important to continue this messaging and this communication within the United Nations family.
On Red Carpet,
the much anticipated movie The Woman King, about the Agoji female warriors in the West African kingdom of Dahomey in the 1800s, features Viola Davis, South African actress Tuto Mbedu, and Lashana Lynch. The movie has been recognized for some of its remarkable costumes that were designed by Gasha Phillips, who drew inspiration from African traditions. Phillips discovered that Agoji warriors wore baggy pants during that time period in West Africa.
And on Healthy Living.
Kisumu, Kenya, nurses keep a close watch on at least a dozen babies who need oxygen support. Staff at the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospitals say this device brings some relief to those in respiratory distress, like this 6-month-old baby. The device is a bubble continuous positive airway pressure system, or BCPAP.
It has helped us a great lot because
for this and more, watch our programs on VOA English to Africa TV. Angie Omar for voaafrica.com.